In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on August 21st, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Athletics versus Minnesota Twins. Thursday's big league slate offers a daylight clash between the Sacramento Athletics, owners of a 58-70 record, and the Minnesota Twins. First pitch drops early, so you can catch the action while you're still working through that second cup of coffee. Even with the sun up, I'm not racing to the betting window to get behind Perkins. Across his past 14 innings, he's scattered 13 hits and surrendered 10 runs. Hardly inspiring stuff. Strangely enough, the road has been kind to him, as he carries a 2.08 earned run average and a stingy .123 opponent's average over 17.1 away frames. Minnesota, meanwhile, remains stuck in reverse and turns to Urania, a nomadic arm whose command deserts him at times and who gives up loud contact when things go sideways. He's strung together 12.2 respectable innings since the Dodgers shipped him out, but the sample is too small for blind trust. The same goes for the Twins as a whole. Day after day, it feels like the Twins are simply playing out the string, whereas Sacramento looks eager to build something for next year. Minnesota gutted its roster at the deadline, flipping established starters for future pieces, and the product on the field has reflected that sell-off. Right now, the Athletics strike me as the better outfit, and I'm steering clear of the Twins in their current form no matter who gets the ball. As our first pick for this matchup, the Athletics money line is our full game side pick. The uncertainty on both mounds screams runs. Minnesota still hadn't named a starter by Wednesday, so the bullpen is poised to soak up bulk innings, and the A's lineup should pounce. Sacramento rolls out Perkins, who's fresh off 2 wins but still yielded 3 runs in each outing. He's a converted reliever pressed into a starter's role because the club can't keep arms healthy. Put it all together, and this looks like a game where traffic clogs the bases early and often, pushing the score well past the total. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Kansas City Royals. The Rangers and Royals square off in the third game of their set at Kauffman Stadium, a late summer tilt deep in the heart of Kansas City. Texas hasn't stacked 2 wins in a row since August 5th, and Corbin's recent work reminds everyone why he can be maddening to back. Over his last 9.2 innings, he's been tagged for 18 hits and 13 earned runs, and his road ledger, 62.2 innings of 5.17 earned run average ball with hitters batting .278, doesn't inspire confidence. Kansas City, meanwhile, has pieced together a winning stretch these past 2 weeks. Lorenzen has been a steady hand, scattering 11 hits and just 3 runs across his last 15.2 frames, and he's posted a 3.4 earned run average in 39.2 innings at home. Yes, the Rangers broke through on Wednesday, but one good night doesn't erase a month of sputtering offense and shaky pitching. I still view the Royals as the club in better shape and expect them to wrap up the series on their own turf. As our first pick for this matchup, the Kansas City Royals money line is our full game side pick. Both starting arms carry season earned run averages north of 4, yet a quiet afternoon feels more likely than a shootout. Neither lineup has produced consistently. Kansas City sits 3rd worst in runs scored, while Texas owns the 5th worst team batting average. After Wednesday's brief outburst, a reversion to the norm seems in order. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Milwaukee Brewers versus Chicago Cubs. Thursday afternoon closes out an extended 5-game clash between these familiar National League Central rivals, as Milwaukee rolls into Chicago's north side for one more crack at the Cubs in the Windy City. The Cubs knew they had to make a statement in this set to claw back into the division race, and they've done just that, now sitting a single victory away from trimming the gap to a mere 5 games. Chicago's been a force at home at 41-24, while Milwaukee has held its own on the road at 37-28. The Brewers' momentum stalled once their hot streak fizzled, and they'll hand the ball to Priester, who's limited foes to 2 earned runs or fewer in 4 of his last 5 appearances. Chicago counters with Imanaga, who's been tagged for at least 3 earned in 3 of his last 5 starts. I still believe Priester has put together the stronger campaign, but the Cubs have the wind at their backs right now, and I'm counting on Imanaga to rise to the moment. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Totals bettors have noticed Milwaukee trending toward low-scoring affairs, with 4 of the club's last 6 tilts landing under the posted number. Brewers pitchers are holding opponents to a tidy .230 average, and that stinginess has kept games manageable. Chicago's recent results are split, but 4 of its last 6 have also dipped below the total, and the under cashes in more than half the time at Wrigley. With Priester and Imanaga both capable of keeping damage to a minimum, and Milwaukee's bats struggling to string hits together, another subdued scoreboard feels like the safest play. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Colorado Rockies. With the division lead in hand, Los Angeles rolls into Thin Air Coors Field on Thursday afternoon for the finale of a 4-game set against Colorado. The Rockies have picked up a couple of wins this week, but that mini surge doesn't erase a season that's been historically bad. Rookie right-hander Delander staggers in with a 6.43 earned run average and 1.57 WHIP. Proof that trouble has followed him almost every time he's towed the rubber. Clayton Kershaw, meanwhile, looks rejuvenated. Over his last 18 innings, he's scattered 14 hits and allowed only 2 runs. The future Hall of Famer has long tormented Colorado. Current Rockies have managed just a .193 batting average and a .207 on-base mark in 57 combined trips against him. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Totals players have noticed both clubs trending low. The Dodgers have cashed the under in 3 of their past 5, and the Rockies have done so in 2 of their last 3. Los Angeles averages 5.14 runs a night and 4.67 over the last 3, batting .254 versus right-handers, while facing a starter who's been lit up for 14 runs in his last 3 Coors outings. Colorado scrapes together 3.78 runs per game, 4.51 at home, and hits .236 against Southpaws, which doesn't bode well with Kershaw looming. 3 of the last 4 head-to-head matchups have stayed below the number as well. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. New York Mets versus Washington Nationals. Thursday's getaway day pits the 67th to 58th Mets, currently sitting second in the National League East, against the Nationals in the finale of their 3-game set at Nationals Park. Mets backers should feel optimistic about a bounce back. Left-hander Mackenzie Gore has consistently stumbled against New York, owning in 0-3 mark with a 5.61 earned run average in his last 5 head-to-head starts. Across the diamond, Sean Manaea has thrived since arriving in Queens, twirling 2 straight 7-inning outings against Washington while surrendering just 1 earned run each time for a 1.29 earned run average. The matchup trend favors New York as well. The Nationals are 5-17 versus the Mets since the start of 2024, including a 3-6 clip this year, and they've covered the run line only 4 times in their last 9 games as dogs. As our first pick for this matchup, the New York Mets money line is our full game side pick. Expect the scoreboard to stay busy. New York has hit the over in 6 of its last 10 contests, plating 6 or more runs in 7 of those games. The bats shine in daylight, where the club's .755 OPS ranks among the league's best. Washington's pitching falters under the sun, lugging a 5.58 earned run average and a .274 opponent average in day games. The Nats are 4-2-3 to the over in their last 9 and 28-22-4 when catching plus money at home. All signs point to another high-run afternoon in the nation's capital. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.